Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Zane and today I'll be doing a video on ProtonChain. Before we get this video started, I must declare that this video is not financial advice. This video is strictly for educational purposes and for entertainment as well. So I hope you enjoy this video, subscribe to see more and leave a like, and let's get this video started. So what is Proton? Now the Proton token is actually known as XPR, very similar to XRP name. If you've seen it written on paper, you'll think, oh, that's XRP. No, it's actually XPR. But they do differ in terms of blockchain, and I'll explain to you exactly what Proton is. So Proton is a new public blockchain and smart contract platform designed for both consumer application and peer-to-peer payment. It is built around a secure identity and financial settlements layers that allow users to directly link their real identity and fiat accounts, pull funds, buy cryptos, and use our cryptos seamlessly in apps. Now, at the core of Proton is the notion of a verified account. The Proton System Token XPR is delegated proof of stake token, where token holders can stake and bond their cryptos to vote for block producers. Now, each token is given a single vote, and there is a 30-day unstaking period as a security measure. So the XPR token itself will also be from day one integrated into the Lynx wallet for iOS, Android, and desktop, and suited for decentralized application. Now, shortly after launch, it will be integrated into Metal Pay for iOS. So Metal Pay is actually an app that was developed by the same team, same person who built Proton. Now, there's a lot of benefits that goes to Proton. Proton was developed as a joint effort by two companies, Metal and Lynx. Both companies have a shared vision of making crypto more accessible to everyday consumers, and both have independently made significant progress towards that goal. Metal has built a compliant, consumer-friendly platform for peer-to-peer payments, and Lynx has developed a app-focused blockchain. Proton combines the elements of both efforts into a single unifying offering. Now, there is an interesting push for fiat and crypto on chain. So with Proton, all transactions are recorded on the blockchain, as most would know, as most would expect, whose core function is to record these payments and interface with different entities involved. So every user on this blockchain can have a verified identity, which is in turn verified by an approved identity provider. Now about the tokenomics, because we'll have a look at the token for Proton as well. This is a token that you can stake, so naturally it's a big deal. So the XPR token was designed to be controlled supply token with moderate annual inflation that can provide a short-term store value for dApps, decentralized application, and allow blockchain governance. So there will be an initial 200 million circulating supply of the token XPR with a 5% annual token inflation. So this token inflation will be split into both producers, 2.5 token stakers. So let's take a look at the token itself from Proton. So currently the price sits at 0.003306 cents. And as for the supply, max supply is 10 billion, total supply is 10 billion. Now, in terms of the crypto hype that we've been through this year, the huge bull run, Proton did experience a small amount of that success. But needless to say, the price have fallen significantly since then. But most cryptocurrencies have, Let's not forget that Bitcoin was above 64,000 US dollars earlier this year, and it's actually fallen down to around 29,000 US dollars at this moment. So that's nearly half its worth this year. So don't be surprised that other cryptocurrencies are falling. So I always look at these cryptocurrencies as if, what if these cryptocurrencies 100x, or will these cryptocurrencies 100x? For a token like this, I think it has a long way to go. Personally, I think it's surrounded by a brilliant idea, a brilliant ecosystem, and it has some brilliant plans. But I think we need to see more building on Proton. And I think we need to see more people using the token and using the software for what it was meant to be used for. So needless to say, we've got a long way to go before a cryptocurrency like this can 100x. But most definitely, I think this cryptocurrency has the potential to 100x, but there's no guarantee. I think if you're looking at realistically at this cryptocurrency, you might be looking at 10 cents in the next 6 months to a year. You could be looking at 10 cents. This is if it keeps progressing, keeps doing well. But apart from that, we can have a look at the usability of the cryptocurrency. So a key feature of Proton is that it was designed from the outset for maximum consumers usability. So both MetalPay and Link's wallet will integrate in. So both MetalPay and Link's wallet will integrate it natively on day one, with a combined user of over 200,000 accounts sending XPR as a token of value between accounts and inside in apps such as Chirp or games such as Bomb Sweeper, set a new standard for day one usability. It's obviously fallen down quite a bit in its value, but most notably is that I don't see this stabilizing. Usually when something falls, you'll always see a little bit of resistance, but the resistance that I'm seeing is not necessarily realistic resistance. It's more out of fear of losing out. So you might see a little bit of correction, but I don't see much resistance. So a little bit of correction, but not enough resistance. For cryptocurrency to stay strong, it needs really strong resistance. You look at some of the strongest cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, it fluctuates a lot, sure, but you can clearly see that Bitcoin has a lot of resistance. It's simply impossible for Bitcoin to yield up its position, to just accept defeat. But with a cryptocurrency like this, I think it's still in its beginner stage, and I think it's still accepting defeat. So it clearly has a long time to go. But ultimately, I think that's a good thing. Let's not forget. You have a look at Ethereum, and you take a look at the price of Ethereum back in 2014. You have a look at the price of Ethereum back in 2014. You will be astounded. Obviously, unfortunately, I can't go back that far on this time chart, but we look at August 2015, it was at $1.04, and that was the price of one Ethereum. At its all-time high this year, it was over 4,000 US dollar. That's incredible. Not to mention, at its first bull run, it was only at 1,396 US dollars, nowhere close to its all-time high of this year. In fact, the current price of Ethereum is more than it was back in 2018, early 2018 and late 2017. That's amazing. So I'll just give you an example right there. We should never discount or underestimate any cryptocurrency based on its low price. You should never do that, because that in itself is accepting defeat and failure. And on this channel, we don't accept defeat and failure. If anything, we strive for the impossible. We always look for the impossible tokens and review those tokens. So, and one final thing I'll touch on is the Proton token, what it can be used for. We've spoken about staking a little bit, but it can also be used for resources. Apps can rent resource from the chain itself. Inflation rewards help fund the protocol development. So thank you to everyone who's watched this video. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, I will see you in the next